Hey, what is up guys, GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Nikke Goddess of Victory video. So, Mari Makinami, she's going to be the last character available to us for the Evangelion x Nikke collaboration. Now, is she going to be worth pulling for? Because out of all the three, she's the only one that's not a damage dealer, but rather a supporter. So let's talk about her, because I feel like she's very unique, and if you guys are new, this is going to be something that you guys might want to consider as an option as well. I'm going to show you guys some pulls, some testing. Plenty of testing was done for Mari right here. But first things first, this video is sponsored by Tokyo Treat and Sakura Co. Now, for those of you who are not aware, Tokyo Treat and Sakura Co are both a Japanese snack box with exclusive snacks that comes from Japan exclusively. Now let's dive into Tokyo Treat first. Tokyo Treat is a fun, exclusive Japanese snack box with unique and exclusive flavors from all around Japan, and the box is filled with a variety of full-size, fun and exclusive Japanese snack items like limited edition Kit Kats, unique flavored Japanese chips, and occasional Japanese sodas. Now this month's Tokyo Treat theme is going to be the Moon Fest Snacktacular. Japan's lunar party Tsukimi is almost here. Tsukimi, also known as moon viewing, is all about having a blast with family and enjoying delicious seasonal treats. Some of the exciting Tsukimi inspired snacks this month includes the Kit Kat Matcha, Golden Moon Senbei garlic shrimp Japanese style chips, banana castella, the premium black thunder butter flavor, and many more. Now, Sakura Co is a monthly Japanese artisan snack box that supports local Japanese snack makers, and each box comes with up to 20 traditional, authentic, and artisan Japanese snacks, including special tableware. Now, the Sakura Co theme for September is going to be the Autumn Moon Festival. Tsukimi, Japan's lunar celebration, is a time to honor the autumn moon and share special moments with loved ones over seasonal delicacies. Some of the snack highlights this month includes Tsukimi Mikan Cream Cookie, the Black Sesame Miso Arare, the Usagi Hozui, the Kokuto Kinaki Mochi, the Kodaimai Senbei, and all of those pairs perfectly with the special Tsukimi Ryokucha tea. This month's tableware item is the Tsukimi dish plate. Now, if you guys are interested to purchase either a Tokyo Treat box or a Sakura Co box for yourself or your loved ones, or even as a present or a gift for someone else, feel free to use my referral link in the description below and use code GuitarRock for $5 off. With that being said, let's jump into the video. Can I one tap her? For once, alright? For once, we are here to one tap. Okay? Oh, alright. Is this it? Is this it? There's a lot of purple, man. That's a lot of purple. It's gotta be here, right?
Let's go.
Okay, look at this, look at this. Abnormal. Abnormal. Okay, just like that, right? Just like that. Alright, so what is Mari Makinami all about? As you can see, she's a support Burst 2 electric type. Okay, so if you're looking for a Burst 2 character, she's gonna take that slot, right? You can see her passive skill, when full charge affects all allies, increase damage to shield. Again, this is going to be dependent on if the enemy has shield or not. If it doesn't have shield, this does nothing. And there's one more part right here. Activates when hitting the target's core, affects all allies. Pierce damage increased by 40.99% or 41%, right, for 10 seconds. So basically, she's going to be very, very good right there if you're pairing her with character that can do pierce. Alright, so Red Hood, I believe Alice as well. And then you can see skill 2, this is going to affect herself. Alright, she gains pierce, she increases her attack, but the important one is going to be affects all allies. Attack increased by 30.78% of caster's attack for 5 seconds. And this is going to be active every 10 seconds, as you can see right here. Very, very good. Now, the burst skill, she's going to do damage to all enemies, and everyone's attack damage increased by 41%. Again, you can see she boosts pierce damage, she boosts attack percent, and she also increased attack damage. But she doesn't have CDR, she doesn't heal, so you still need to pair a healer, ideally, with the other characters. So let's show you guys a little bit of testing right here in terms of the comparison between her and other Burst 2 characters that we have access to right now. I don't think Mari is a crown killer, but I think if I were to use Mari, I would probably use a Rapunzel as well, because Mari doesn't heal, right? She's a Burst 2 and she doesn't heal. So you still need to bring another healer if you are trying to construct like a solo raid team. So either you bring a Rapunzel, or you use like a... There are some Burst 1 healer, right? But if Mari is actually that good, you want to pair her with like the good ones, the CDR ones. And the CDR ones like Volume, Litter, D Killer Wife, Dorothy don't really heal. So you either rely on Burst 3 or you bring Rapunzel. But the Burst 3, the only healer is Helm. So it's quite strict actually. If you really want to like craft like a proper solo raids team, it's quite strict to those few characters. But let's test her out. We're gonna put a comparison between her and Crown. Okay, I'm not sure if she's close. Depends on how you look at it. We're at 316. I'll try to test her with more Burst 2 supports. But this is what we have right now, right? So let's see. Litter got 26. Litter does less with Mari. Scarlet Black Shadow does less with Mari than Crown. Surprisingly, Alice does more with Mari, right? Okay, that's interesting. Rapunzel does more with Crown as well. She doesn't really beat Crown universally, but I don't think she's too far off either. Depending on how you look at this, 377 versus 316, right? Crown is better. Yeah, Crown is better. It's hard to dethrone a Burst 2 Pilgrim. Okay, let's see then. Since you guys said Pierce damage team, this is pretty much a Pierce damage team. We got Red Hood and Maxwell here. We're going to compare Mari Makinami with Crown. Okay, so after testing her for almost like 2 to 3 hours, and these are the results that I got. I'm going to show you guys shortly. But first, let's talk about Burst 2, right? So right now, the best Burst 2 in the game is going to be Crown by far. Alright, so Crown is still going to be superior. The best, the one and only, if you can only choose one Burst 2, it has to be her. She's going to be in your best team. Now, how far is Mari behind Crown? Not too far actually, surprisingly. So Mari is very, in my opinion, is kind of close in second place. So you can see this is a comparison between Crown versus Mari right here. Alright, 377 damage versus 316 million. So this is using a Scarlet Black Shadow and Alice team. And then you can see I tried one with the Red Hood and Maxwell team. So Crown did 323 million, Mari Makinami did 271 million. Alright, and then I did one more with Asuka, Rei, and Modernia team. So this time we have the entire Evangelion collab. You can see with Mari we got 342, with Crown we got 383. Alright, so Crown is always going to be giving you the best output damage possible. So if you can pick one, obviously Crown is still going to be better. Now what if you don't have Crown? Now if you don't have Crown, that's where Mari comes in. She's going to be one of the best character or candidate right now. I do think that she's going to be worth it, especially if you're lacking in a good Burst 2, right? So Mari is probably like, in this slot, it is quite niche, right? Although I'm not sure what is going to be her relevance in the long term, like in the meta, right? I feel like right now, based on me testing her, I can see her potential and her flexibility, perhaps even more so than Asuka and Rei, because it feels like those two are going to be much more niche in terms of the teams that you can build around and the boss that they can counter, whereas Mari seems to be much more of a universal and flexible support, and you're going to need to slot her or be able to slot her everywhere. Now, there is a couple of problems though. Number one, like I mentioned earlier, building a team with Mari may be difficult depending on how you look at it. Now, why is it difficult, right? With Crown, Crown has a little bit of defensive ability. She gives shield, she can also taunt, so you don't really need a healer sometimes with Crown, right? Sometimes you can pair her with a healer, but with Mari, you are most ideally likely going to need a healer. So let's say you have this kind of team, right? You have one Burst 2, and then you gotta have 2 Burst 3. The last slot, you are going to need to bring a healer, right? So you got Burst 1, you got Burst 2, and then you got like maybe like 2 damage dealer or 2 Burst 3 attack character. The truth is, you gotta think of an option for you to be able to slot in a healer in the last slot. So Rapunzel is going to be a very good option. I like Rapunzel a lot. She just fits perfectly right there. Now, if you don't have Rapunzel, then another healer that you can perhaps use is going to be something like, you know, like a Burst 3 Helm, which is something that a lot of players use as well. But Helm is going to need to burst, alright, in that case. Now, obviously, you can still put 2 Burst 2, you can still put other Burst 2 healers, alright, you can do that. For example, you can probably slot in a Marciana or something. Now, Marciana does have an ability that heals, that doesn't require her to burst, as you can see, right? She basically can recover HP here on the passive skill. But the truth is, it's probably going to be a little bit difficult because now you're losing a little bit of damage, right? that might be a potential bottleneck in terms of your overall team performance. In terms of the burst 2 right now, alright, I did compare her with a few other options. So let's talk about what other characters did I compare her with. I also compare her with the Rosanna Chick Ocean, which is another limited character right here. You can see this one deals slightly less than Mari. Mari still outperforms in the same team, or exactly the same team. However, when I compare her to Blanc and Noah, alright, Blanc and Noah, she can't beat Blanc and Noah. Crown could outperform and destroy a Blanc and Noah team. You can see 377. That's how broken Crown is. Crown, one character, can somehow outperform a pair, like 2 characters, which is Blanc and Noah, right? But Mari is not that strong, alright? She is a little bit behind still compared to Blanc and Noah. 341, Mari is 316. But she's pretty close, I would say, right? Gotta give her the credit. And if you compare to Tia and Naga, yeah, it's not even close. Tia and Naga is gonna do even more damage right here at 390 million. So the truth is, Mari is still very strong. So if you look at the second team right here, right? So I did try to compare with Dola as well, but Dola literally get outperformed, 179 million. You can see the comparison between Mari and Dola right here, which is not even close, right? And then we have right here, you can see with Rosanna Chick Ocean is still going to be behind. So Mari, I think, is a very solid contender, and consistently you can see I did compare in multiple different teams as well. So Crown is going to be the best burst 2, followed by Mari, followed by, it seems like Rosanna Chick Ocean, if we are not counting the pair, which is Tia Naga combo or Blanc and Noah. It seems to be, she is not going to be that far behind. I do think that with that potential alone, is going to be more than enough or reason enough for you to pull at least 1 copy of her. Now, I don't really recommend going multiple copies, especially for a support character, because her role is just to buff everyone else. She's not going to benefit as much from the copies, right? Unless you really like her design and you want to get, like, you know, her lobby to be able to put in your home screen. Other than that, I don't really recommend as much. So for now, I do think that Mari is extremely strong. Now, she's not broken by any means. There's a chance that she will still get power creep in the future, but it seems like being behind Crown does give her a lot of flexibility and a lot of potential. Now, in terms of the burst 2, if you are lacking any of these characters, right? If you don't have Crown, you don't have Tia Naga, you don't have Blanc Noah, you don't have Swimsuit Rosanna, which is a recent limited character, Marciana, if you're lacking in any of these burst 2, then you definitely have to consider getting Mari. She is going to help your team tremendously. So that is just my advice. She's also a very flexible character. The Pierce is definitely going to help out a lot of characters that can do additional Pierce damage, but she fits almost everywhere. So I do think that she's a very, very good character to obtain. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this particular video. Let me know what you guys think of Mari, and I hope you guys got her as well. With that being said, subscribe, give this video a like, and big shout out to Tokyo Trade Sakurako for sponsoring today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.